Another player on Cody Benjamin's list of guys who he thinks should be traded this offseason, Saquon Barkley. Now, his value, I don't know that it's ever been lower at this point.
After the Giants' 31-7 loss versus the Bills on Sunday Night Football, the Giants fall to 2-4 and make some shocking news regarding their superstar running back. Saquon is currently on a 4-year, $48 million deal, so teams are definitely interested in trading for him. There's many callers such as the Ravens, the Bengals, the Eagles, and the Dolphins, but one team is able to get the deal done. The Buccaneers complete the massive move due to them gunning for a Super Bowl. The 3-3 Bucs have one of the best defenses, but their rushing attack has been a clear weak spot compared to their passing offense. The Giants, on the other hand, are gunning for a top draft pick. The electric quarterback Amani Edwards is available and they want him bad. Speaking of Amani Edwards, let's take a look at the rookies, shall we? In this episode, I'll look at the offensive side of the board, and next episode, I'll look at defense. And remember, if you want to make a player, join the Discord, link is in the description. If you have issues joining, then just comment and I'll respond quickly. Amani Edwards is one of the best quarterback prospects we've seen in recent history. He's good at everything and elite at most. He's able to extend plays, he's smart with the ball, has a rocket of an arm, and he's able to take off for big gains on the ground, and he can throw on the run, and the list goes on and on. Most mock drafts have him going first overall, but 100% of them have him inside the top 3. Amani looks to be a surefire pick, and the Sentinels would love to get him if they can. Liam Archer is a rare build to see from a quarterback nowadays. Usually you see quarterbacks that can move in and outside of the pocket ever since the emergence of Mahomes. But Archer is a straight up pocket quarterback. He's very young, but he can process the defense very well and has a cannon of an arm. He may not be NFL ready, but after a season or two, he should be a Pro Bowl caliber player. Drake Maddox is one of the most elusive quarterbacks we've seen since Russell Wilson, RG3, and Lamar Jackson. He's great at extending plays, but sometimes he can't make the right reads. Maddox was a former running back in high school. He committed to UCF, but later transferred to Boise State after not getting playing time. Maddox is a high upside player, but he is risky and definitely isn't day one ready. He may take a year to really get acclimated, but Drake Maddox has the tools to become one of the best quarterbacks in the draft. The unanimous #1 running back prospect, DeJounte King, has been lighting it up on the college scene. His mix of college production, skill, and athletic gifts have him for a lock as a first-round pick, barring injuries. DeJounte is a crazy fast and elusive runner that is comparable to that of NFL legend Chris Johnson. He's hard to bring down, and on any given play, he can take it to the house. The only real question is, will King go inside the top 10? Azilis Porter out of Houston is a big body receiving back that is NFL ready. Porter is great at breaking out of tackles, and he could be a great addition to this team. He has one play touchdown type of speed and is a great receiver out of the backfield or lined up at wideout. Azilis looks like a potential first round pick, which is tough for a running back nowadays, especially 2. Juke James lives up to the nickname. His ability to juke out defenders with his excellent agility and speed is top tier. He's a very small back, but I would be interested to see what he could bring to the Sentinels back. Maybe we could use him as a backup and he could bring explosive plays. His short frame doesn't allow him to be an every down back, but the Sentinels will definitely be looking at JJ in the 2nd or 3rd round. If you're looking for an elite athlete that is a game changer with his explosiveness, you found him. The wide receiver Zaire Blackwell is one of the shiftiest and fastest players in the up and coming draft class, and he would be a great addition to the Sentinels team. Only problem, he's a projected first round pick, and obviously our first choice in the draft would be a quarterback, but if Blackwell is available, he may be the spark Orlando is looking for. Kalonte Cleveland is an interesting prospect. The former running back doesn't have a lot of experience as he's only a sophomore, but his physical gifts are off the charts. He's 6'3" and runs a sub 4.4 40, but production wise he hasn't done much. He's solely a top 3 wide receiver prospect just based off his otherworldly physicals. He's great at the jump ball and anything deep down the field, but his route running and other skills of that nature need work, and it may take a while for him to find his footing in the NFL once he's drafted. Victor Cruz Jr. at only 20 years old has one of the highest ceilings in the entire draft class. He's a huge wide receiver that is an amazing deep threat. He doesn't have great route running, but he's so fast and athletic, it's hard to compare anybody to Randy Moss, so I would say Cruz is like a Mike Evans but faster. The Sentinels may have Jameson Williams, but Cruz might be a generational talent, and it would be hard to pass up on him. And now on to the Sentinels' first game of the day. We are going up against the Super Bowl contending 4-2 Buffalo Bills that are led by Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen, and Von Miller, and the rest of their great offense and defense. And not only are we playing a great team, but Josh Allen is also coming off a fantastic game where he only had 5 incompletions with 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. And in this game, the big story is Trey Lance. It will no longer be Bridgewater starting. It is going to be the former San Francisco 49er, Trey Lance, starting at quarterback, going against Josh Allen, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. The first play for Trey Lance as a starter is going to be a run for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, which gets a first down and a whole lot more after the juke move. Now Trey Lance on his first throw as a starter is looking, and he's going to throw to Clyde Edwards-Helaire on the short route. The Sentinels did say they were going to give Clyde Edwards-Helaire the ball more in the passing game so the quarterbacks would build up their confidence, as Jameson Williams catches the deep ball and it's going to be a first down for the Sentinels. Now on 3rd and 3, Trey Lance shows off the athletic ability and gets the first down, and it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire punches it in for the touchdown. The Sentinels have a very good opening drive and take the lead over the Super Bowl contending Buffalo Bills. Now Josh Allen in 5 wide wants to respond. He's going to give it to Diggs on a hitch route, and he's breaking tackles, breaks another one. He's going down, and he's going to get down all the way to the 24. And now Allen on the next play is a touchdown to Trent Sherfield. A 2-play touchdown drive for the Bills. A great response. And now Clyde Edwards-Helaire runs, big run, the biggest run of his Orlando Sentinels career, and he's going to get the first down easily and a whole lot more. And now Trey Lance with a good pocket runs up for a first down. And they do not actually get a touchdown. They go for the field goal, and Dustin Hopkins misses it to the left. You cannot miss opportunities to score against a Buffalo Bills team who always capitalizes when his team makes mistakes. And now James Cook on the screenplay nearly gets the first down. Josh Allen is playing really good so far. And now Josh Allen in play action on 2nd down hits it to Gabriel Davis, the wide receiver 2, and is going to get the first down easily to end the first quarter. And now on 1st and goal is going to be a run for James Cook to start off the second quarter. And now the Bills capitalize on the missed field goal. And Jameson Williams with the deep ball. Trey Lance has actually been playing very well. It's not his fault the kicker actually missed a field goal. And he hits Jameson Williams again. So has he. Jameson Williams has been playing very well as well. And it's going to be Clyde Edwards-Helaire punches in his 2nd touchdown. Both of them being goal line. And just like that, it's a tie game once again. That field goal would have been big though. They would have the lead right now. As Josh Allen drops back. His Stephon Diggs once again right past Donovan Wilson's head. That's a scary throw. And now Josh Allen again hits it to Diggs on the hitch route again. He breaks 2 tackles again. And he's going to get down to the 11-yard line. And now Josh Allen in play action once again hits Stephon Diggs. And it's going to be a touchdown this time. And just like that, the Bills reclaim their lead 21-14. And now on 2nd down, it's going to be a play action throw for Lance. He's going to throw it deep for J-Mo. Caught on Jordan Poyer's head top. Now on 2nd and 10, is another handoff for Clyde. Maybe we don't need Raheem Mostert back. He comes back in 2 weeks, so it'll be interesting to see who becomes the RB1. And now it's going to be Trey Lance to throw, and it's Darnell Parham. But again, speaking about Mostert, we haven't really seen him that much. He only ran 24 total times on the season. And he did play really good against the Eagles as James Cook breaks off a big run. And there's no one going to catch him. And no one catches him. 75-yard touchdown for James Cook. Man, this game is really a shootout, which is surprising. The Sentinels have been such a grit and grind type of team. As Clyde Edwards-Helaire gets the screenplay and easily gets the first down. Trey Lance has been playing incredible tonight against a great defense, and he continues it with a great throw to Tyler Boyd, and he gets a big gain, a absolute shootout tonight. And Trey Lance is going to throw it short. Clyde Edwards-Helaire somehow gets it. It looks like the ball was going to get batted down. Instead, it's a first down. Dustin Hopkins, is he going to miss this field goal? Barely makes it, actually, but thankfully he does. 28-24 ball game. Now on third down, and intercepted! Donovan Wilson gets the pick on Josh Allen. We all heard about the Josh Allen turnover problem, but he's actually been extremely efficient tonight. But Donovan Wilson had enough of that and just lurks him for a pick. Now Trey Lance, another run play is going to be James Robinson this time. His only second run of the day. James Robinson has slowly kind of gotten phased out of the offense as he gets a first down on 4th and inches. He's mainly been getting phased out because of how good Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been, as James Robinson gets the catch. I think the only thing James Robinson has over Clyde is his power back ability, as O.J. Howard, great touchdown. He is a better goal line back, but when we have great tight ends, well, I wouldn't say great, but we have good goal line tight ends that can get touchdowns. Great play by Donovan Wilson. We don't really need James Robinson that much, to be honest. Clyde Edwards-Helaire can kind of do it. He's definitely going to get phased out when Mostert comes back, as Donovan Wilson makes great plays. But we muffed the punt return, and now they have great field positioning. It is third down, though. We can force a field goal as Allen is looking, surveying the field, and he's going to take off, and he might get it, but no! Greg Gaines, the D tackle, cuts him off. What a tackle and a play by the big boy, Greg Gaines. We forced the field goal, and that's their first points of the half, and it's going to be a tie game now. Clyde Edwards-Helaire on the stretch. What a play. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, J-Mo, and Trey Lance have been having themselves a day tonight. As Lance gets hit and completes it, he lofts it up top, and J-Mo gets a big gain again. So many big plays in this game. Both offenses have been playing amazing. Somewhat surprising, the Bills have had almost no plays compared to the Sentinels. And it's a tie game. The Sentinels will settle for a field goal and they will take a 3-point game. They're an expansion team, yet they're really competing with some of the best teams, yet losing to some of the worst. Logan Ryan interception. The turnover ability of this defense is so great. They force so many turnovers. They force the second most out of the entire league, actually. And now Josh Allen, the turnover problem is starting to poke out his ugly head as Clyde Edwards-Helaire, great run. 8-yard, and then it's going to be a 3rd and 2 now. On 3rd and 2, they run the jet sweep to Tyler Boyd, and they're going to get it barely. First down, that's big. If they can get a touchdown here, that's a big difference. That's a 2-possession ball game. Trey Lance on the run. What a throw to J-Mo, and they're short at the 1. Now on 1st and goal at the 1, they are going to throw to Jameson Williams, touchdown. And it's going to be a 10-point Sentinels lead now. What a potential upset. There's still time left. Do not count out the Bills. And it's going to be a big gain again. So many big gains. Josh Allen had about 160 yards in the first half, 180 or so. And he only has about 230 now. And on the goal line, he's going to throw to Diggs. Intercepted! His 3rd of the half. Casey Hayward. This defense has only allowed 3 points in the second half, while getting 3 interceptions. Trey Lance to Boyd, and that is the nail in the coffin. That is game. First down and a whole lot more for the Sentinels, and they will chew clock. And the Sentinels walk away with a 41-31 win in this shootout matchup against a Super Bowl contending Bills team. The Bills have been amazing recently, and we slowed down their hot streak. Their 3-game winning streak comes to an end as Trey Lance completely outplays Josh Allen in his first ever start as our Orlando Sentinel. Clyde Edwards-Helaire had his best game of his career, and James Robinson, though, struggled mildly. He got attempts, he got chances, 10 rushes, but he just did not play good. Jameson Williams had his best career game, as Clyde Edwards-Helaire, again, on the receiving end, played amazing as well. And our defense has been amazing. We got more sacks than the Bills. We got more interceptions than the Bills, more turnovers, as we had no turnovers besides that muffed punt. Just a great all-around game for the Sentinels. On Sunday Night Football, our division rival, the Miami Dolphins, went up against the Eagles. Both teams sat at 5-1, and both teams knew how big of a game this was. Tyreek Hill had started the season off slow, but he rose to the occasion with a 8-catch, 164-yard, and 2-touchdown performance versus a inconsistent Philly secondary. But Philadelphia knew they could not lose this game if they wanted to get a first round bye. The Niners currently are undefeated with a 6-0 record, and now the Eagles are 6-1 after their 34-26 win versus the Dolphins at home. Speaking of the Dolphins, we go up against them for the second and last time this regular season. One of the best offenses we've ever seen. We have the chance to possibly sweep them in the regular season. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire has a potential breakout. If he gets 100 total yards or 2 total touchdowns, he will upgrade to star dev trait. And walking into Miami, this is scary territory, as we did dominate them in Orlando on prime time. But that may have been a fluke, as Tua played absolutely awful. We locked down Tyreek, Waddle didn't do much, and they really didn't get anything going on the ground. We just completely locked them up. It's going to be hard to do that twice, I'll tell you that much. It's easier said than done. First play of the game, Tua throws to Tyreek, and he already gets a big play. Jukes a man out, he might have a touchdown. No, it is cut short by Casey Hayward, but a massive play by Tyreek, who actually struggled mightily against us in the first game. And Ramondre, who also struggled, gets a touchdown already. And this game might just be a shootout. The Sentinels, I don't know how good their offense really is truly, but this definitely is a good game script for a shootout, as we struggle on the first drive. It's going to be a 3-and-out. And now the Dolphins have a chance to capitalize, and Ramondre nearly has a touchdown if he broke one more tackle. And now Tua throws to Tyreek over the middle. Look how shifty he is as he gets rocked. And now Tua on 3rd and 7 and incomplete, and the Sentinels defense does lock them down and does get a punt. And now Trey Lance is going to have to respond. Again, you cannot go empty on a lot of drives or you're just going to get blown out because this offense is so good. Now Trey Lance in 5 wide, throws it to wide open Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And just like that, there's an 80-yard touchdown. This game is living up to the hype of a potential shootout, a division rival match for the second game in a row for the Sentinels, and they may walk away with 2 wins, as Clyde Edwards-Helaire is just 20 yards off of his breakout. And now Tua in 5 wide, looks over the middle, and it's going to be Ramondre. Both RBs for both teams are going off, especially in fantasy. And now it's going to be Tua, drops back on 3rd down. What a throw. If Jalen Waddle kept that and ran with it, he might have just had a touchdown, but it doesn't matter, as Ramondre jumps into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the half. And now Trey Lance, quick throw, nearly picked off, and it's going to be a 4th down. They're going to punt. A good stop by Jabril Peppers. And now it's going to be Tua, drops back deep, throws over the middle to the tight end for a big gain and the 1st down. The Sentinels defense has really fallen off a cliff for I don't know what reason. They are playing tough matchups, but they used to stop tough matchups. Now on 2nd and 8, Tua is going to hand it off. Nope, he's going to fake it, play action. It's so difficult to stop Tua. His IQ and ball placement is so good. And another rushing touchdown for Ramondre. His 3rd of the half. If you have him in fantasy, you are jubilant. And now Trey Lance is looking for some spark of the offense. Clyde Edwards-Helaire looks for a spark, but he can't break a tackle. Now on 3rd and 7, and the first completion to somebody not named Clyde Edwards-Helaire is going to go to Donald Parham. And now on 4th and 3, the Sentinels need to convert. If they don't convert here, it might as well just chalk it up as a loss. Clyde Edwards-Helaire doesn't really have an angle, but he gets pushed for the 1st. Now on play action on 1st down, it's going to be Julio. A tough throw, and Julio's been a really good, sneaky good deep threat for this team, as J-Mo cannot haul in the one-on-one matchup. We like that matchup on the goal line for sure. And now 4th and goal, we need a touchdown. Trey Lance, and just like that, it is a 7-point game with only 30 seconds left in the 1st half. If we get a stop here, we could get a 2-for-1 opportunity as Tua gets sacked by David Long. The linebackers actually been really good at getting sacks, surprisingly. And we do force a punt, as Jarvis Landry will get the punt return, and he will return it. And he goes out of bounds, but he gets hit, and that's going to be unnecessary roughness. We really have a shot to get a field goal. We do have a timeout left, and Trey Lance is going to air it out to Jameson Williams. Touchdown! The ball got tipped, and he caught it in the back of the end zone. And he just walks away like nothing happened. But we'll have to see the review and see if he really got it in bounds. Because that's tough. That's back of the end zone. That just might be the catch of the year. And yep, he had both feet in bounds. What a catch. And now it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. What a big momentum shift. I mean, just like that, it was 21-7. Now it's 21-21 going into the second half. O.J. Howard, good catch, a gain of 8 on the play. A run play for Helaire. People running all around him, and he's just bouncing off everybody all the way for 9 yards. And now Trey Lance is going to play action, and he has Jameson Williams wide open. Touchdown. The blitzer was going to get Trey Lance on a sack, but instead Clyde Edwards-Helaire picks up the block. Great block by Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And intercepted. Tua tries to respond, and instead he responds with an interception. And now the game is completely held in Orlando's hands. They were down by 14, and now they're up by 7. Okay, that was nearly intercepted. Let's chill out with that. And now we're going to kick a field goal, potentially go up by 10. In both of these games, we had to come back and claw our way back against great offenses and great teams. And we do go up by 10. Now on third down, Tua looks to respond and tries to make a comeback. And he gets rocked, but he does get the first down. Puts his body on the line. Now Tua again puts his body on the line. He gets rocked again. You got to be worried about the concussions right there. And now Tua drops back again, throws it to the sideline. It is incomplete. William Jackson, who got the interception, breaks the pass up. Now Trey Lance over the middle to Clyde. Big play by Clyde. The run game has gotten stuffed overall, but Clyde Edwards-Helaire will keep up his great game by getting some receiving work. And now Trey Lance, another play action, is going to give it to the tight end Parham. I mean, you can just see how much better Trey Lance is than Teddy Bridgewater. He just seems so much more flowing than Teddy. Teddy was really inconsistent for us, but now Trey Lance is so consistently good. And now Trey Lance will hand it off to Clyde Edwards-Helaire for the touchdown. And just like that, we are completely in control of this game and potentially going to blow out our division rivals. And now on 3rd and 6, up by 17, and it's going to be a screen for Ramondre, who having himself a great fantasy day, even though the Dolphins are struggling mightily. And now it's going to be the tight end, nearly gets the first down. And on 1st and goal, it's going to be a sack by Greg Gaines, the D tackle, who made a great play on Josh Allen last game. And it's going to be a touchdown for Julian Hill. And it is a 10-point game. They get an onside kick. It's very much a game. They do kick an onside kick, and the ball is getting bobbled. And it is Miami ball with just under 4 minutes left. And now on 3rd and 8, in 5 wide, Tua looking. He's going to air it out to Jalen Waddle, and he doesn't get his feet in bounds. And now on 4th and 8, he's going to air it out again to Tyreek one-on-one, but it's incomplete. Now Trey Lance hands it off. It's going to go nowhere, though, on 4th down. And again, it's just a 10-point game now. You got to be wary. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And now Tua is going to throw incomplete on 2nd down to force the 3rd down. And now Tua on 4th and 10 is going to look over the middle, throws it deep on the sideline to Cedric Wilson for the first and out of bounds. And he's going to throw over the middle to Waddle. He makes a man miss, makes another one, and they say he has the touchdown. But they review it, and he's clearly short. I don't even know how they gave him the touchdown in the first place. He was clearly short. Tua will throw to Waddle, and I guess it didn't even matter anyways, as he still gets the touchdown. And now on 3rd down after the onside kick, we throw it deep, and he's going to get hit. But J-Mo mosses him, touchdown. Jameson Williams, his 3rd touchdown catch of the game. 3 catches, 3 touchdowns. And the 2nd win for the Sentinels in this episode. And the 2nd 45-point game. And the 2nd shootout. And the 2nd MVP type game for Trey Lance. What a beautiful start of his Sentinels career. 2 games and now he's looking like an MVP candidate. Ramondre played very well, but both of our RBs played pretty bad and was struggling on the ground against one of the best rushing defenses. But Clyde Edwards-Helaire did make up for it with his catches. Jameson Williams had his best career game in back-to-back games. And Tyreek played pretty well, but we still held him in check, especially in that second half. And the dev up trait will be applied to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A great game for him. 2 tutties and over 140 total yards. Let's take a look at Trey Lance for a bit. In the 2 games Trey Lance got subbed in midway through because of Bridgewater's bad performance, he averaged 164 passing yards, 1 touchdown, and half a pick on 25 pass attempts a game. Why the passing yards are so low is because remember, he did not start in those 2 games. But in the 2 games he started, Trey Lance has averaged an incredible 351 passing yards, 4 passing touchdowns, 0 interceptions on 29 pass attempts a game. He's completely changed the entire offense, and instead of Orlando being carried by their turnover forcing defense, their offense has become explosive. Orlando is averaging 43 points a game in the 2 games Trey Lance has started. This is bound to come down to earth, but maybe the Sentinels have found a hidden gem in the former 3rd overall pick. With the trade deadline approaching, the Sentinels do indeed make a trade. The Orlando Sentinels are trading J.C. Jackson for Geno Stone and a 7th round pick. J.C. Jackson still has some juice left, but he's currently Orlando's cornerback 3, and he's fighting for reps with William Jackson. J.C. Jackson is also on a 4-year, $47 million deal, so Orlando is trying to free some cap space so they can make big moves in free agency. The Ravens secondary has been struggling, and that includes Stone. Most of their corners have been injured or just simply playing bad. Geno Stone is a pick artist and a great ball hawk, which will fit Orlando's defense. Orlando is number 2 in takeaways with 12 on the season. Their bend don't break defense will gladly welcome a young playmaker like Geno Stone. And that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and if you want to make a player for the up and coming draft, just join the Discord server. The link is in the description. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.